as a churchman or as a social worker. Oloo Aringo was everything in one.
The former cabinet minister Peter Oloo Aringo was today eulogized as the architect of Kenya's current political and governance structure during his tenure as a member of parliament. Speaking during the late Aringo's funeral at his home in Nyachiwa village in the outskirts of Siaya town, leaders led by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, Energy Cabinet Secretary Opiyo Wandayi and Siaya Senator James Orengo said the bold steps taken by the deceased to fight the independence of parliament during the former president's Moi regime changed the whole game plan, making the legislators gain control of the August House.
Wakati tuliingia bunge 1992, bunge ilikuwa department ya office of the president. Mshahara ya mbunge ilikuwa shilingi 18,000. Na wabunge hawakuwa na kusema, mko kwa bunge mnaambiwa bunge imevunjwa, muende nyumbani. Huyu mzee amelala hapa is a hero of all times. Yeye ndiye alileta mswada wakati wa mzee Moi, and changing the constitution under Moi was not an easy thing. Akaleta mswada, akaleta Parliamentary Service Commission, akabadilisha identity ya bunge. Bunge ikawa independent, determining its calendar, determining its business, and having committees to properly oversight the executive. Ni huyu mzee wetu, huyu mzee Aringo. So leo nimeleta hapa rambirambi za bunge, Parliamentary Service Commission. Yeye alikuwa vice chairman wa the first Parliamentary Service Commission. Kama sheria haingesema speaker ndiye anakuwa chairman, ndio Kapara akakuwa chairman, mzee Aringo angekuwa the first chairman of the Parliamentary Service Commission. We respect him, we love him, and we pray for him and his family. So today, as we mourn mzee Aringo, my message is only one. Our country requires all of us. Our country requires peace.
I want to say this. This country has come from very far. And I want to ask our colleagues in Parliament, the time to be vigilant is now. There was a time when people used to be abducted from Parliament. Moses Wetangula knows this, Oguru knows this. We had many members of Parliament being abducted from Parliament because it is a one-party state. And there are people who fought for it to make a difference, and one of them was Oloo Aringo. Because the police could enter Parliament anytime. Shikuku and Serone were abducted from Parliament because Parliament was not independent, and people were alive at that time. Kenyatta, when he was told that you cannot remove members of Parliament from Parliament, and that is Shikuku and Serone, alisema hata kama wako kwa matako ya mama yao nitawaondoa. These are the things that Aringo was fighting against. And Moses Wetangula, I want to remind you, because a lot of people may forget. When you are representing the family, you and Okio Mbaka, when you are doing the inquiry of the murder and disappearance of Dr. Uko, it was not very easy. It wasn't. People are laughing about. These days when I see people, I think they are crazy. This country can go to the dogs easily. And now that the religious community has come I'm very happy with the Catholic Church.
We are burning gold here. We are burning gold. Oloo Aringo has gone into this with a lot of knowledge which should have stayed in posterity if it was written down. There was a time when people were being sacked from their ministerial positions on the TV at 7, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon by radio. Once it is announced that so and so is now the new Minister for Education, and you don't hear where you are going, and you are the Minister of Education, you should just know you are sacked. You are actually sacked. So Oloo Aringo was sacked at 1 o'clock by Moi for Ministry of Education. And Odongo Mamo from Bondo was announced to be the Minister of Education, the new Minister of Education. And it was announced that Odongo Mamo becomes the new Minister of Education with immediate effect. So when Aringo was in his office, he was told that, you know, you have been sacked as the Minister of Education. And as he was still thinking about it, at 2 o'clock sharp, Omamo was there. And then he asked Omamo, Bill, why is it so soon? Why didn't you give me time to prepare? And then Omamo told him, did you hear the announcement? The announcement said with immediate effect. And this is exactly what I'm doing. It was with immediate effect. So these are some of the things which have been changed. The changes that we desired have been prompted by some of the actions our leaders, like my uncle here, took to make sure that we got the necessary changes. Those ones are not.
One thing that stands out is that Peter Oloo Aringo was a principled man. That one I have to say. For those of us who grew from in this county when Aringo was already a minister, I can attest to the fact that Peter Oloo Aringo was a principled man. And when he chose to work with KANU, he remained loyal to KANU and his leadership. And when the time came for him to leave KANU and join our movement, he remained principled and committed to the movement. And therefore today we are sending off a wonderful person and a great son of Siaya County.
I think that the legacy of Aringo has not been properly told, because I saw the people in the media focusing on the life, the career of Aringo during the time he was in KANU. But they have ignored the biggest percentage of the contribution of Aringo to the parliament, to the political and governance architecture of this country. If Oloo Aringo was not bold enough, we will not be having these things like CDF, we will not be having the MPs even making laws the way we make laws today. Today, if we are making a law, we have to come to the people and consult the people. That was not there before. These are the benefits that Aringo gave to this country.
I want to speak about Oloo Aringo as a churchman or as a